ask you, like,
Yeah.
what, you don't have to answer this, but I'm curious, like, what was truly the breaking point for you as a teacher where you were like, I just want to try something else? Like, what really made you
Oh,
want to switch gears?
honestly, I think there was like just a like landslide of so many things at once. Parents are just like they're the worst of the whole job, to be honest with you.
Really?
Oh, the worst. You witness things that are just you would never want to see, where you're sitting there deciding like, do I call CPS because this child is in danger, or does calling make them more in danger? And like sitting after school for hours trying to figure out what was best for the child.
Yeah.
Endless hours of paperwork. There's just like so many things that it was like tumbling out, and they want you to do more and more and more for less and less and less.
Right, right.
That I was just like, I just found myself more and more miserable and depressed and anxious and like just trying to get through. And that's when my husband was like, this isn't going to work. Like, you can't continue to do this. And so
Wow.
it's just a lot. It was a lot. It's not the
Yeah.
career for me.
I get that.
Yeah.
I totally get that, like, the parents being so aggressive and,
Yeah.
parent teacher meetings. Like, luckily, I was never a bad kid, but also, like, essentially, like, the other girls was the reason I quit my job at Disney, was just because
Yeah.
there was a lot of, like, drama, gossip, and not just at Disney. It was, like, the whole theme park circuit. Like, it's just
Sure.
a bunch of drama. And I imagine that's probably, like, what the parents were like a little bit is
They
drama,
feel like they
gossip.
have this like right to treat you a certain way. And because I was a young teacher, they'd always be like, what are you, just the secretary? And like be so nasty. Or like have an expectation for you to essentially raise their child. Potty train them, get them to do things that was like absolutely part of their parenting. And I'm happy to help. I'm happy to assist in all those things. But if you weren't getting it 100% at school, like it was like nasty phone calls, emails, calls to the principal. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Well, I'm so happy that you found your way out of that.
Thank you.
You're
Me
in a
too.
better environment.
Yeah, me too.
Now, I want to go back to your second Delulu about the trope from girls going from corn to Jesus.
Yes.
That's actually we've actually talked about it a couple of times with other creators
Okay.
here, because like it's so relevant in the news right now.
Yeah.
Because like two really big
I have an
names.
article coming out about it.
Do you?
Yes, because it makes me so have a feeling about it.
Interesting. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll probably already be out.
Yeah.
But that's really cool that you already have put out a piece on it. So
yes.
I guess, is there any way, without saying too much of what you put in the article, like where your feelings are with it?
So obviously, like, I'm very supportive of whatever people feel is best for them. If it is true that you are like, ooh, I don't feel good about this, I actually never really enjoyed this, and this isn't the path for me. Absolutely. That's what I did as a teacher, right?
For sure.
What I'm noticing, though, is more true is that society has put so much shame on us for how we show up. And it can be, you don't even have to have an only flat jack. But, like, it's our body. It's our expression. It's wearing a crop top. It's wearing makeup. It's, like, anything that we have so much shame on women that what's happening is that some of these creators are eventually filled with so much shame that has been pushed upon them that's not even their own or anything like that, that they just are like, I've just had enough of dealing with that stuff that I'll just quit in the name of that.
Which I understand. Like, it's a lot. You have to have thick skin to be on social
Yeah.
media, because no matter how good you are at something, there's always someone tearing you down or saying you're bad at it or making fun of you. And I even myself am not the best at dealing with comments. Like, I don't get mad at people, but it definitely, like, I carry it with me. And I think a lot of creators do.
Yeah.
But the idea of, like, completely quitting is also shocking to me. And then them going from, like, far corn, like full blown, like putting everything out there on the internet, which I have no issue with corn stars. I think they're great, especially when they set boundaries and they love the boundaries that they have set for them. But when you push yourself that far, and then they're going all the way to the other side with like Christianity and completely quitting everything to just like, they found Jesus, which I really do hope for them. I've said this multiple times, but I hope that this is what makes them happy, and I really hope they're not using it as clickbait.
Yeah.